That first song Nate a while ago was about Wilson Creek, you know. I'm going to cross over on the other side of Brown Mountain and do you one about the Brown Mountain Lights. How's that?
Bring it on, Pat.
I'm just going to cross on over. And I have to confess, Stephanie, that I did not write this song.
I don't believe you.
I co-wrote it.
Co-wrote
Did
it.
you ever co-write?
I've never co-written.
I like co-writing. I like co-writing. I don't have to do anything except pick the guitar and sing. My friend Amy Corker wrote this song. Yeah, she sent it to me and she said, Patty, it's really good. Don't mess it up. Running on the rigid night, the wolves would pause and watch the light. No one to see what they pursue, no one to name it Wiseman's View. No one to name it Wiseman's View. On the warrior's path the people go, silent in the late spring snow. They lift their bows, they see the light, they keep on moving in the night. Keep on moving in the night. And finally the white man came, Brown and Bartram all the same. They had to have a story told about the lights older than old. Just about the lights older than old. They conjured up an old brave, a master lost and a fearful slave, a lover vanished in the dark. But no story could explain that spark. No story could explain. In their cars, one by one, the families and the sweethearts come. The scoffers and the scientists, gonna watch the globes move through the mist. They're gonna watch the globes move through the mist. Sometimes when the moon is dim, ghost wolves pause above the rim. The lights dance for them far below. What they are, no one can know. Oh, what they are, no one can know. They conjured up an old brave, a master lost and a fearful slave, a lover vanished in the dark. No story could explain that spark. No story could explain.
Went on with that one.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about jamming with myself, and I thought, well, I don't know how to do that. Folks, we do appreciate y'all hanging around for the second half of our performance here this evening, and it's my pleasure once again. I want to thank Karen Burton and the folks from the James C. Harper School of Performing Arts, and I want to thank Mr. Bobby Stedman, who's been so gracious to always do a lot of work and host these events. And I'm having fun here on the stage tonight. I've known Nate Brown for a couple of weeks, I guess, isn't it, Nate?
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
Yeah, at least since 2004, and I can't remember before. No, it was before that, way before that, wasn't it? More like 1 or 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did.
And Nate and I have never had a crossword, I guarantee you. I don't think we ever will, Nate. Do you reckon we will?
I don't think so.
So far, it's going pretty good, ain't it?
Only if you mess with my guitar.
You can have my guitar, Nate.
All right.
I don't think we've got a problem with that. And I met Opal Moon. She's been around the area a few times, and actually I think, really, Tom, it was probably you that put us on a show together. Do you think that's right, Opal? Do you think it's one of those things that Tom hosted over there? I think we met through Thomas Scarlow there. And Bobby's already said that Tom's going to be here next month. Folks, if you don't know Thomas, you need to. He's a positive force in the music in our area, the Unifor area. He's always got a good attitude and just wonderful music. I mean, great picking and singing. But what I appreciate about Tom is his willingness to help everybody around here. And Tom, you have, and I appreciate it. I certainly do. And one of the things he did to help me was introduce me to this lady right here. And it's your turn, by golly.
Yeah.
Don't be doing any more of them songs that make us cry, all right?
That's what I love doing. That way I don't have to.
Well, good.
No, I can't even tell you how what a privilege it is to be here to get to do this. So, thank you all so very much. 1841, Miss Vicki.
Yeah, Vicki.
And for all she's done.
And Melinda there helping us tonight.
Yeah, so it's a privilege, and so I know that. So whoop whoop. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do just what you said not to do. But
Oh my gosh! Well, go ahead, have at it.
Yeah.
I got some. Looks like I got some Kleenex here. I'll be all right.
Some Kleenex.
Kleenex, yeah.
Okay.
That's what you have on the Mill Hills, Kleenex. Out in the country, you got Kleenex.
Yeah. That was on Kleenex.
That's part of them words. The D-O-D.
Oh, man, I
Yeah.
gotta learn some of them words.
You know, we didn't have any at our first bus stop. We didn't have any tissue. You know, we had Cobb's. So there. That's all. That's the worst joke I made all
How
day.
cute.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Okay. So I'm just gonna leave that right there.
Sears Roebuck catalog.
Okay. Now I'm totally off kilter. Okay. So this is a song that I've been working at for a while. It's a song about actually Sunny Jean Scholes, and that's my daughter, and she's in the military, and she's always gone. She's always overseas, and before she left, I wasn't always in the place that would have been best. I made a run. Okay, and so you'll hear part of that, the heartache that I caused. You know, her and myself and everybody. You'll hear that in the song. Don't cry, because I talk to her every day now, and so there's a whole lot of forgiveness out there.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm telling you right now.
Oh yeah.
Just go grab you a cup and
Okay, let's see if I can remember it. Okay, so.
Now Cobb's didn't sound so bad. I'm glad Ronnie Hendricks can edit.
That'd be campaign.
Oops.
Phil, please help.
Yeah.
I think of you every day, all the time. And I see the flowers you all those places you've been. Tell me what I need to know and put your believing in.
It's April Moon there, folks. That's another one of her killer songs. Oh, mercy. I'm glad I went first. Nate?
All right, keep that mandolin on.
Oh, yeah, man. Be delighted to.
Something was a foul. One moment, please.
That's all right.
This is a song about getting along. One way or another is happening all around. Decline in civility, let lost love in the past. Let's regress back into happiness. Let lost love be repaired. Oh my, what's it become? of glass. Yeah. All patience. All the beauty.
Nathan Brown there, folks. Nice job, Nathan. I'm glad we're on these songs about social consciousness, Nate. That helps me out. Oh, yeah.
Keeps me sane.
Well, yeah. I got a song. I wrote this song, and I put a lot of things in it that I was hoping I'd never. In other words, when I wrote this song, Nate, I was hoping it'd go out of style right quick.
Right.
So I wrote the song, and I thought, well, hope this is about over. And I have to tell you a story now. I co-wrote this one too, and the last song I co-wrote with Amy Courtner there, and I co-wrote this song right here with Monty Minton, and
Why they laugh?
well, and he doesn't know we co-wrote it, and it's because we were going fishing one day, and somehow or other we got mixed up on our times, and it might have been me getting there early. I'm bad. Kay, my wife, she knows if I'm supposed to do something important on Thursday, I get there on Wednesday. And so I was supposed to do something important, which was meet Monty and go fishing. And let's see, Bobby, I might need to turn this sucker down. I didn't mean to do that to you. This is a high-powered guitar right here now, Lynn Hall. Yeah, it's a good one right there, ain't it? I might ought to keep pissing. I'm gonna bang on it a little bit. I'm gonna hit it pretty. That'd be good. Probably need the part that I'm gonna play loud probably needs to be played loud, I reckon. I learned dynamics from Mr. Cheryl German. I told Cheryl, I met Cheryl when I was in high school. I'd been studying music formally for about 5 years when I met Mr. German there. And he pointed out to me that those little things on the page meant something. Up until then, I said, that's just getting in my way. Okay, so while I was waiting on Pawpaw Minton one time, I call him Pawpaw, it's Monty. While I was waiting on Monty, I got to thinking, and there's an old philosopher who once said, when a man thinks, he thinks of death. And so that's what I was doing, Nate.
Right.
I was hopeful about catching a fish, but I was thinking of death. And I wrote this song right here. Those of you who know me well, I don't believe in heaven or hell. Most of what I've seen's been left to chance. Oh, I don't think there's a caller at this dance. Every day we live with war and hate. We're surrounded by believers who can't wait. Tell us that we ought to be afraid and go kill the creatures their God has made. So why did we come to this dance? Are we proof of divine circumstance? Are we like the lightning in the sky? Do we strike and never know the reason why? set a fire in the street. Men are being led to do and die, while they're answering the call from upon high. Is there anyone who thinks humanity is being served by all these strong beliefs? If we heard the call, just you and I, would you strike me down or let me pass on by? So why did we come to the dance? Are we proof of divine circumstance? Are we like the lightning in the sky? Do we strike and never know the reason why?
I should hope not.
That's my friend Nathan Brown right there playing some nice stuff. Nate, man, I hear you, buddy. I hear you. Thank you, Nate.
Habits aren't good sometimes. There's good habits and bad habits.
There you are.
So. It's a rainy day and I rise from my sleep. I smile at you and you smile at me. I thank God for my breath and my life. I know whatever he's got, it'll be just right. And things won't always go exactly as I planned, but I am learning to go with the flow and follow the plan. We live in a world that can be difficult to navigate, but it rains and pours on each one of us, no one escapes. Yes, and we're all learning as we go to keep looking up. Yes, we're looking out for the best ways. The best way to go. Yeah. Play it, Nate. As we plan, but we are learning to go with the flow and follow the better plan. We live in a world that can be difficult to navigate. It rains and pours on each one of us and no one escapes. Yes, and we're all learning as we go to keep looking out. Yes, we're looking out for the best way to go. Best ways to grow. Play it, boys, play it. heart.
I believe you might be.
Get on up there.
Nate's tuning on up.
Well, if I got one more, I'd prefer this one.
Well, me too, Nate.
You know what I'm playing?
Yeah, but whatever you said, I agree.
Good answer. I wish my wife was like that.
Yeah, well.
Well, she is. I'm just Josh. All right. I guess this is a song called Why, because it's a question. Well, I've asked why, and you can, well, y'all might ask why too, who knows? Why things are the way they are. Us crazy musicians, like I say, we sit around and think a lot, and, you know, our brains kind of pop a lot.
Or not.
Or not. You know I'm thinking out, and I'm thinking why. Way down deep in my soul, way down deep where your gut controls, you know it shines a light to where it needs to go. Way across all of the seas, you know it seems to me that's where they want us to be. Keeping us in fear, make us think that death is near. We gotta go and kill that threat, it's very clear. And I ask why they must die. Please tell me why. But there's no help for the fighters after they've done your mind. Nowhere to help when they return. Out on the streets they're trying to learn how to survive for what they thought they fought for, to be free. But that's a lie that's been told over time to sway the mind. And I ask why they must die. Please tell me why. Please tell me why. Please tell me why. Please tell me why.
Big Daddy Nate Brown. Opal Moon there. Folks, give Opal a big hand. There we go. on behalf of the folks from the Harper School. And Steph, do you have more that you would like to say?
You can have everybody come back September 6th for our next Tucker's Barn.
Our next Tupperware party.
Tupperware barn here at 1841.
Yeah, we're going to have lids and everything. And we got some of those freezer containers too. They're really popular with the musicians. The next Tucker's Barn will be Thursday, September 6th. We've got Thomas Garlow. Bobby, who else do we have? Do you remember? Under the Light of the Moon. Let's see. Well, now here's the deal. I've lived in Caldwell County. Somebody said, have you lived in Caldwell County all your life, Patty? And I said, not yet. But one of the things I like about our little county is we got some wild places. Yeah, we do. We got the Tater Hole. We got Draco. Down there between the Hudson, there's a place called Rambler's End. Used to be a good beer store there, but it ain't there no more. But my wife and I, we have sort of settled down in Valmead, North Carolina, and we find life in Valmead is just pretty easy. Every now and then we have some foreigners who come over to Valmead and get their car stuck, and we have to push them out. There's always something to entertain you in Valmead, you know. That big city girl, well, she ain't a big city girl. She's really a hillbilly like me. But she's pretty, you know, so sometimes people mistake her for a big city woman. When she come out of that ditch, she looked in the rearview mirror and she saw a man, and she told me today she was going to have him. Oh my God! And that's all right. I know she's going to be able to find her way back for sure. You know why? Because you can't get lost in Valmead. The road goes north and south, and even if you get lost, you can find your way back out to the fire department or the grammar school or the holiday superette. You can't get lost in Valmead, Sherry Smith. Nobody ever has yet. Well, once this young man was heading toward Lenoir in a sporty classic coupe. He didn't have time to stop at 1841, so they told him, well, take the loop. So he put that in his GPS, and that thing was working hard. But every time he saw an overhead sign, it said, Southwest Boulevard. But you can't get lost in Valmead. The road goes north and south, and even if you get turned around, you can find your way back out to Warrior or Indian Grave or Highway 268. Well, you can't get lost in Valmead. Ain't no way. I had a teaching career in the town of Granite Falls, North Carolina. And that was a good place for me to teach, because I noticed right away when I got there, those folks were sort of confused about directions and shapes. Well, if you go to Granite Fall and you're looking for the falls, well, you might end up at the Tater Hole or that brand new shopping mall. You're going to have a hard time if you're trying to find anywhere, because they got this big old triangle that they call the town square. But you can't get lost in Valmead. The road goes north and south, and even if you get turned around, you can find your way back out to Twin Poplar or Cheeks Crossroads or maybe Setzer's Gap. You can't get lost in Valmead, folks. It ain't even on the map. Now, let's see. Now, Big Daddy Nate's been on this show. And I think Opal Moon needs to be on there as soon as we can get her, don't you, K-Bob? We might get her, we might have our people call her people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have 3 Facebooks, so good luck.
We've been doing this show, you know, for about 20 years. And it's down there at the Civic Center, and that ain't too far from here. And people ask me how to get there, because they want to see that show. So I tell them real plain and simple which way they ought to go. You know, there's people that live on the backside of Whitnall. They do. They call it High Brighton Drive. It sounds fancy, don't it? Yeah. Well, if you're coming from Whitnall, go past the blind man's store and turn left just before you get to where Rooster Bush Olds used to be. Yeah. If you're coming from Hudson, ain't no big deal. Go past the fire department and then turn left down there at the bottom of the hill. You know where the Carolina Opry used to be? That's where I'd go see the Osborne Brothers. Who's the Osborne Brothers? That's another song right there now. That's another whole song. Well, if you're coming from Cage's Mountain, you go up to the top of the hill where they used to sell the peaches and turn right. No, they ain't there no more. So just keep on going until you pass J.B. Meyer's old store. Yeah. Now, if you're heading south from Lenoir and you get to the Dome, you've gone too far. So turn around, get back on the big road, and head up toward the old Millmar. Yeah. You can turn around where the hut used to be. I think it's Sept, no, it's Nelson Nursery. Go back past the place where Mina used to serve the Indian dinners, and then it's just on the left. You know, the Civic Center. There you go, folks. Thank you very much. Thanks a million. Opal Moon. Big Daddy Nate Brown. Thank y'all. Thanks a million, guys.